we cannot get him criminally, then we will get his assets.
Good morning! Malapit ng Pasko. Yan. Surrender na si Heydarian, Sub-Saharan Africa. Tingnan niyo yung post niya. Sabi niya, ma'am minamam din ako ng baklang ito. May respect ka rin pala sa aking bakla ka. Itong sabi niya, Ma'am Bing Guanzon. Aba, itong pa sa personal ko na Facebook, tinag at Sasot. Si Sasot, kalaman niya. bago pa kami alaman. Dahil daw Pasko na, ay baka naman daw pwedeng ceasefire muna. Bakla, ang mga kagaya mong peking political analyst ay hindi dapat binibigyan ng ceasefire. Dahil ikaw, hindi ka na natututo. Pati si Justice Antonio Carpio, Justice Antonio Carpio, ibibate mo pa. Tanong-tanong ka pa kung ako ay legal luminary. E di hindi nga, tanga kang gago ka, gaga. Hindi nga ako judge, hindi nga ako hurado, hindi ako Supreme Court Justice. Paano ako mag-legal luminary? Gaga. Pero expert ako. Hindi ba ako tinawag na expert ng United Nations bodies? Wala ba akong paper sa UN.org? Wala ba akong published law books? Mag-google ka. Baka maintindihan mo yung the Auditing Code of the Philippines Notes and Cases. Baka naman yung IQ mo ay kaya na yon. Huwag kang panggap na constitutional law expert ka nang kaka-interview ng mga justice. Do not bait Justice Antonio Carpio again because he's smarter than you. Alam niya na kung saan ka patutungo. Gaga ka. Heydarian, Sub-Saharan.
Ayun na nga mga kababayan. Narinig nyo na ba ito nga naging pahayag nitong si John Vic Remulla nang interviewin siya nitong si Karen Davila? Ang sabi niya rito kung hindi raw nila makuha itong si Romualdez sa criminal case, pupuntahan daw naman nila ang asset nito. Mga kababayan, alam mo, napaka-interesting yung sinabi niya, no? Tungkol kay Romualdez. Sinabi niya kasi na kung sakaling hindi raw makuha sa criminal case, pupuntahan naman daw ang asset nito. Ibig sabihin, mga kababayan, kung hindi makulong, pwedeng bawiin ang mga ari-ari ang pinaniniwala ang galing sa katiwalian. Pero mga kababayan, sa unang dinig, parang ang tapang pakinggan ang sinabi nitong si Remulla, no? Pero, kapag iniisip mo ng mas malalim, may halong tanong din Bakit parang inuuna na agad ang posibilidad na hindi magtatagumpay ang criminal case? Hindi ba dapat mga kababayan solido, kumpiyansa dapat sila na solido ang kanilang ebidensya na talagang may kasalanan itong si Romualdez? Bakit pinangungunahan agad nitong ni John Vic ang takbo ng magiging kaso nung sakali kung magkakakaso man? Kaya mga kababayan, sa video nito yan ang tatalakayin natin. Pero bago tayo dumiretso dito kaya John Vic Remulla, isang like, share at subscribe lamang po, masaya na tayo dyan.
What about Manny Bonoan? Alam mo, Secretary Remulla, tinatanong yun. It seems this government has literally let Manny Bonoan go. Parang it's
Hindi
almost
naman.
like umalis ka ng bansa, wag ka bumalik.
No, Manny Bonoan is in the US. If there are charges brought to him, he will cancel his passport and I will personally go there and get him back.
Grabe naman yan. Apakayabang. Personally go there. Uwe. Si Saldi ko nga, hindi nyo mahanap-hanap. Sabi mo, nasa Portugal, fake news ka naman. Sinabi ni Maharlika, nawala sa Portugal itong si Saldico, pero ikaw pinipilit mo nasa Portugal. Diyos ko, John Vic, sino bang maniniwala sa'yo?
There are no charges against Manny Bonoan right now.
None yet.
Oo.
He left without any charges yet. But if there are, we will get him. I assure you, we will get him. Nothing will stop me from getting Manny Bonoan if it's needed.
Okay, so Edwin Guardiola, I mean the congressman who is a contractor.
No charges filed yet. But if there need be, then he will be arrested.
So right now at this point, the charges that have been filed are all related to Mindoro, Bulacan.
Yes,
Tama? Most
may
like
Davao pa rin yata eh.
Davao Ghost Project.
Yeah, Ghost Projects, yes.
So yun ang tatlo talaga na may charges.
At first, but eventually they will go to bid rigging. They will go to contractors. I think it will go as far. And hindi lang kasi flood control ang Ghost Projects eh. Yung mga cut-eye. Diba? In Batangas, I have a house there. 1 week they have a cut-eye. They take the pictures. Then tatanggalin na yan. Then they'll put it in another project. It happens. Believe it or not, it happens.
Okay, now, Secretary, you are close to the President. I mean, your cabinet secretary is one thing, but one would say that you are in one of the close circles, right? Okay, ang tanong ko ito. Didn't the President go over his head, frankly speaking? First, he's corruption crime buster, in effect, whistleblower, talks about anti-corruption, and then it lands on his doorstep. Speaker, cousin, allocables, allegedly, anak, diba? Congressman Sandro Marcos. I mean, should he have gone this direction? I mean, this is like
There was no choice. There was no choice. It went too far. When
the 2025 budget.
the 2025 budget was enacted, I remember he was so upset.
Yeah.
He was so upset, and he vetoed a lot of things. But when he saw the perfidy that went on in Congress and the Senate and DPWH, he said this has to stop. Kawawa naman eh.
Yeah.
I was asking for...
So you were there, you saw that, how upset he was.
I was asking for, sir, if we can put 100 billion, we could solve the entire housing crisis of Metro Manila. And when he looks, wala talaga, kinain na ng DPWH lahat eh. Diba? And Ghost Projects lang, over 100 billion na yun. Diba? Nakakawa bansa, naawa talaga siya.
Okay,
You
so
really feel
since
strongly.
you are there with...
Uso pa pala ang salitang awa dyan kay Bongbong Marcos. Uso pa pala ang salitang awa sa administrasyong ito. Pero bakit hindi ramdam ng taong bayan yung sinasabi mong awa, Mr. John Vic? Pilit pinagnanakawan ng taong bayan, sasabihin mo na aawa. Sus Mariosep.
the President, right? I mean, none of us are. So, ang tanong ng marami, couldn't he have just controlled his cousin? I mean...
I don't think... Well, number one, I'm not allowed to speak
Yes,
about our
of course.
conversations. But in my opinion, nobody knew how deep the fingers of Martin Romualdez was in the cookie jar. Nobody knew.
Really?
Nobody
Really?
knew. And if you look at all the trails of evidence, he has no fingerprints anywhere. He never talked to a district engineer. He never talked to a contractor. He never talked to a congressman. He never talked to anyone. He never signed anything. He never signed a request. He has game, but
Yeah.
the Ombudsman is determined to file gross criminal neglect or gross neglect on his part for civil forfeiture of all his assets.
Is that right? For
Yes.
civil for... That's the plan.
That's the plan. If we cannot get him criminally, then we will get his assets.
Wow. So it's like Al Capone, ah. If you can't get it in that way, you have to file charges
Yeah.
in another way. Tax evasion yun eh, if I remember.
Maraming ganon.
Oo.
Yes.
So is that confirmed that with Martin, the Ombudsman is gonna file a case and civil forfeiture? Yun talaga.
Yes. Ayun talaga.
But paano nyo huhulihin yung mga bagay na ito, it's under a law firm, it's under a corporation.
It's not as complicated as you think. In the many veils of corporate transactions, you can go through the layers with forensic accountants and they can see where it came from.
But does the president have the stomach for this?
I'm sure. He said, go where the evidence leads. That's the only thing he keeps on telling us.
This is family.
He's never stopped us, so I guess he does have the stomach. He's never stopped us from going after anyone.
Sus. Sarswela lang yan. Kwento lang yan. Kunwari, sasabihin, ganto, ganyan. Sa likod ng camera, ganyan pa rin ba sinasabi? Sus, John Vic, hindi kami naniniwala sa'yo. Kayong magkapatid, protektor kayo ng administrasyong ito
These people were all under the president's tent in the 22 elections. These people, in one way or another, helped him politically. And in one way or another, I've seen a couple of them in the Hero Salt signing bills. So these people are evidently were in touch with the president, and he said he does not care. Go where the evidence leads.
Let's talk about Atong Ang. Okay, what is the status of the case?
He has 4 cases filed in 4 different courts, all for murder, I think, along with 31 others, the policemen. I know you're going to go to this. Gretchen Barreto is not part of the accused, but we are just waiting for the warrant of arrest to be issued by the RTCs of 4 different places. I think Batangas, Laguna, and 2 other places. If whoever issues first, then we have reason to arrest him already.
Okay, do you have information if a warrant will be released against Atong Ang before the year ends?
It's supposed to be any time now. We're just waiting for the judge to
right?
to fully appreciate the facts of the case, and I think it'll be any time now.
So, are you saying pwede siyang makulong before Christmas?
Hopefully, yeah.
Oo. But bailable ba yung iba?
No, non-bailable. Murder yan
Lahat.
Murder yan sa kanya is kidnapping, forced disappearance, and parang ganun pero non-bailable lahat ng kaso niya.
Now, Secretary, nakulong na si Atong Ang noon.
States.
Hindi sa Pilipinas.
Hindi sa Pilipinas, sa States.
I see.
He was arrested for money laundering. He was in jail for, I think, 2 years.
Oo. Kasi ang tanong ko, kung ako si Atong Ang at nakulong na ako, bakit ako magpapakulong ulit?
Well, it's actually not the motivation that counts. It's really, paano ko tatakasan to?
Oo.
That's his mindset. Paano ko malulusutan ang kaso
Yeah, but is he still in the Philippines?
He still is, according to our records. He hasn't, at least from our reports, he could have gone down the porous back southern part of the Philippines. But as of now, he's still here.
But you don't know that. If
We
he
don't know
actually took
that.
a yacht out, etc., that
We don't
you don't know
know
that.
We don't know that. Or maybe the NBI does. I haven't talked to them about it.
So technically, no one has seen Atong Ang in the Philippines, just for the record.
You have to ask the NBI. They're the ones in charge of the case.
All right.
It's not under us.
Now, the lawyer of Atong Ang said, when you commented, I guess you were in a press conference, and you said Atong Ang is armed and dangerous, so the method of arresting him in connection to the missing Sabongeros will be different.
Yes.
First, what did you mean by that? It will be different.
When you arrest someone who you know or has a record of making forced disappearances, who travels around with 3 cars and 15 bodyguards at the minimum, all heavily armed, then you must consider him armed and dangerous. You must consider the possibility that they will put up a fight. I do guarantee, however, that there will be no EJK. There will be none. But we will take all precautions so that we can arrest him with no casualties there.
And the lawyer said your comment about his client was reckless and irresponsible.
Well, talk to the 100+ missing Sabongeros families, right? If someone is accused of killing over 100 people, don't you, by normal happenstance, just think that he is armed and dangerous? How can I be reckless? He's a fool to call me reckless. He's not a lawyer. He's not worth the money Atong is paying him.
No, so Secretary, they did find, I would have to say, remnants in the lake, right? But how is there any way to connect that they are actually the missing sabongeros?
We don't have that yet. What we've seen is CCTVs of videotapes, CCTVs of his people enforcing an arrest of someone, his videos of someone confessing, and a star witness who links everything on how it was done, why it was done, where they, and who did it.
Is it the same star witness?
Yes, it is. Yes, it's same star witness.
All right. Okay, now let's move. Wait, was Gretchen Barreto in any of the videos? Yun muna. Kasi there were talks, I'm hearing she was in one video.
Para ibang video nakita ko.
You know, was she in... that's misogynistic. I wanna...
Hindi, but I didn't say anything.
Okay, but...
Ikaw nag-react eh.
No, was she in a video related to... None. The Sabongeros. Yun lang. All right. And next, let's move on to Bato de la Rosa.
Yes.
Okay. Is there really a warrant? Ano yung totoo?
There's none.
Okay. So,
There's none. I'm saying there's none. None that I know
my
of.
God. So why all this? I mean...
But there might be. Magkaiba yun eh, di ba? Magkaiba yung there's
Because
none.
he has not been showing up in the Senate.
I know.
For fear.
I reached out to his friends. I said, there's no warrant. Why do you have to be worried?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I reached out. There's
Yeah.
no warrant. And he's been gone for a month. I don't know why. But there might be.
No, serious na to.
Well, look,
And you haven't seen a warrant. The ombudsman hasn't seen a warrant. Wala.
I don't know about the ombudsman.
Okay.
Okay, I can only speak for myself. Okay, the Philippines does not have relations with the ICI.
Yeah.
ICC.
ICC.
The ICC. The only person who is vocally, who is vocally insistent that there is one, is Senator Sonny Trillanes.
Okay.
He's the one who says that ito na. And then maybe Atty. Conti, maybe I think
Yeah.
So mga kababayan, maniniwala ba kayo kay Sonny Trillanes? Hari ho ng fake news yan eh. Lahat po ng sinasabi niyan. Laban lang sa mga Duterte at mga kaalyado pero walang katotohanan. Puro fake news lang po pinapakalat niyan eh. So maniniwala tayo kay Trillanes? Di ba? Nanggaling na ho yan kay mismo kay John Vic Remulla, no? Walang warrant of arrest. Huwag niyo masyadong pagpapaniwalay nitong si Trillanes. Budol yan eh, budol.
Their warrants are about to come out.
No.
So
I want to ask you, how did, because you are criticized heavily for this, you and the administration, how did Duterte's warrant look like? Did you actually see it?
I saw it. I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it. And it said there, it was a red notice issued by the ICI to effect the arrest of Rodrigo Duterte.
Okay, issued by the ICC.
ICC.
ICI is ours. ICC. So there was.
There was.
Kasi you were criticized for that.
That there was no warrant?
No, pro Duterte legislators were saying hindi naman naka-red notice.
There was a red notice.
In fact,
I received it personally.
kinasuhan ka,
And we have been absolved. There was a red notice. I'm 100% sure of it. It arrived at the electronic copy arrived at my cell phone at 3:30 in the morning. I informed the president at 6:30 in the morning. And the decision to arrest him was somewhere there.
Okay, because if there was an arrest warrant against Bato, it would be the same. Could that be?
No.
No.
Because the Supreme Court came out with their new rules for effecting a warrant of arrest.
So the new rules, how would it change for Bato?
I think he will be given a chance to be heard in the local courts first.
Okay.
Whether or not the warrant is valid.
Okay.
But I will have to check again the new rulings of the Supreme Court about effecting arrest.
But one thing for sure, wala pang warrant of arrest laban kay Bato de la Rosa.
Wala pa
It is for
akong
the-
nakikita. Nothing has been transmitted to the DFA. Nothing has been transmitted to the DOJ. Nothing has been transmitted to the PNP. As
Okay.
far as that, I can confirm.
All right. Now, another thing before we go, so just to update the viewers, number one, No arrest warrant against Bato.
None yet.
None yet as of today. Our topic is only
As of today, yes.
Secretary Remulla, you are waiting for either of the 4 RTCs to issue an arrest warrant against Atong Ang.
Yes.
Okay, hopefully you are wishing today or this week.
Hopefully today.
Okay.
Yes.
And you are going to ask the court for a search warrant with Kathy Cabral's documents,
yes,
devices, etc.
yes.
Okay, so there are 2 major things happening today for you. Now, my last question before we go, because we're on overtime almost.
Already?
Is,
Okay.
is there a possibility that you will run for
Oh
president?
my God, where did that
in
come from?
2028?
That was a curveball.
Because you are a name that is being mentioned as a possible candidate of this administration. I mean, I'll be honest, there's Cavite, so that's a bailiwick. You're a cabinet.
Sino ba nagpapakalat ng balitang yan? Lakas ng loob ba? Pero ang tanong, magkakaroon ba ng lakas ng loob bumabol ng presidente itong si John Vic Remulla, mga kababayan? Diyos ko po, nakananti na pa.
Secretary, you're quite visible. They have no candidate as of now. So, is that a possibility on your end?
This is the 3rd time I've been asked in 1 week, and I always give the same answer. In 1998, then Governor Bongbong Marcos was asked, "Do you want to become president?" And he said, "Of course. All governors want to become president
Because you know how to govern.
and those who deny are lying." But
Sinabi niya yun?
Sinabi niya yun. I think Channel 7 was the one who interviewed him.
Okay.
But I'm not governor, so that doesn't apply to me. So
But you were governor.
I was governor.
Exactly.
Yes.
Same thing applies to you. Hello. You were governor for 3 terms.
4. Yes,
In
4
Cavite.
terms.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, seriously. You were never congressman.
Never.
That the legislating is not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Mayor ka
Buti na
talaga
lang.
in governor.
No, I was never governor. I was board member, vice governor, governor.
Okay, all right. And mayor?
I was never mayor.
Never ka nag-mayor.
Yeah, never
so it's
mayor.
really provincial ang level.
Yes.
Okay, so are you open to running?
It's a possibility.
Okay, what
No
factors?
conclusion yet, but it's a possibility.
Okay, but what are the
Tibay naman ng mukha kung tatakbo ng presidente. Grabe. Ano naman itong mga yun, kilala tong magkapatid na to na protector ng administrasyon ngayon eh. Tsaka hindi na nila mabubudol ang taong bayan, yung magkapatid na Remulla na yan.
factors that you would want to see before considering it?
Well, number 1, of course, is my wife, if she totally
Okay,
agrees so
that's
far.
fine.
Number 2, the country. For me, the country has to be solidly behind. It has to be a dichotomy of candidates. It has to be a one-on-one fight.
It should not be a one-on-one?
It should be.
It should be.
It should be.
So like you against Sara Duterte?
No, whoever it is, it's not me. It can be
Di ba mas
Vince.
mahirap
It
yun?
can be Vince. It can be
Okay.
anyone. It can be Cheese, but it has to be a one-on-one.
How could it be cheese?
Well, whoever are the usual suspects who
No,
want
of
to
the
run.
cabinet kasi ito. How could it be cheese at this point with
Okay.
with the accusations? I
But
mean,
also,
seriously.
but whoever-
so either you and Vince.
It should be a one-on-one fight.
Oh, you believe that?
I think it should be a dichotomy between the Philippines will have to choose.
Yan, tama yung sinabi niya. No? Dapat kung may tatakbo mang presidente sa 2028, dapat one-on-one lang. Dalawang magkalaban lang para magkaalaman na kung sino talaga ang malakas sa taong bayan. Hindi yung marami ang aspiring president na gustong tumakbo. Kumbaga naninira lang ng boto kahit alam naman nila nga wala silang chance manalo. Doon tayo magkakaalaman, mga kababayan, pag dalawang presidente lang ang humabol sa 2028 sa presidential race, no? Doon talaga makikita natin kung sinong mas matimbang sa taong bayan.
Between one version of how to govern and one version of the truth. The Philippines has to choose a common future that they think is believable, and they have to show a contrast between the 2 candidates, and I think that's important.
All right. On that note, so we'll see when the day comes.
We'll see there.
Ayan ho no mga kababayan, narinig natin itong mga pahayag nito nga si John Vic Remulla, no? Sa huli mga kababayan, ang mahalaga dito ay hindi kung kanino nakapangalan, kung paano pinatutupad ang batas. Sibil man yan, Asset man yan o kulong. Dapat malinaw, patas at walang bahid ng politika. Sana nga no, mga kababayan, ma-push talaga magkaroon ng kaso ito nga si Romualdez, no? Kahit sinabi ni Remulla parang napaka-imposible kasi walang bakas na kahit anong fingerprint or pagkakonyekta dito kay Romualdez, no? Kumbaga ang nagkonyekta lang kay Romualdez dito sa mga anomalyang flood control yung affidavit niya ito nga si Gutesa at ito nga si Saldico. Pero mga kababayan, no, malakas yung ni Saldico, hindi yun pwedeng baliwalain. Kaya dapat tignan din dapat busisiin din nitong mga nag-iimbestiga na to yung pahayag ni Saldico, no, dahil yun talaga dikit talaga kay Romualdez alam talaga, kumbaga in action talaga yun naganap na paghahatid ng pera at pag nanakaw ng pondo ng bayan, no. Dapat hindi sila maging selective, no, mga kababayan. Alam niyo naman kasi itong magkapatid na Remulla na to protector to ng mga korap yun lamang mga kababayan, dito ko napuputulin itong ating reaction video, no. Maraming salamat ho sa panood. Lagi ho kayong mag-iingat. Kita-kits po tayo sa susunod nating video.